Hi there. It's Tuesday, the 8th of February 2022. And as you can see, I'm not wearing a mask in the car after a long time. I'm alone in the car, and the rules have been changed for me to not wear a mask. I still keep a mask handy because, if you're going out, you have to wear a mask in public. But that's not what we're discussing in this video. I'm going to talk about the entire Hyundai Motors PR fracas that happened with Hyundai Pakistan's dealer putting out a tweet in solidarity with the Kashmiri cause, and that causing a lot of Indian social media users to get very angry at Hyundai. Now, to be fair to Hyundai, it wasn't just Hyundai. Hyundai's Pakistan dealers set this up. There were dealers of all automotive brands, including Honda, Suzuki, and several others who sent out these messages. Now, I want to at the very outset make a couple of things very clear. I'm driving a Hyundai right now. Hyundai India has been very kind to me, and I have a soft spot for them. I think as a car maker, when they came into India 25 years ago in 1996, they were a nobody. They had the option of going to Mexico, but they took a punt on India, and it has rewarded them massively. Indians have loved the products they have made, from the Santro to this Creta I am driving. In fact, this is the Hyundai Media Fleet car. That said, I also want to make it very clear, I think the way Hyundai India PR reacted initially was a bit knee-jerk. They did not, the first statement they made was a rather weak statement that genuinely said nothing. Compare that to Hyundai's Hyundai Global HMC statement today morning, which said, listen, we are a multinational, which basically said, we are a multinational and we do not talk about religious or political matters anywhere in the world. And the post by our Pakistani distributor, our independent distributor in Pakistan, had nothing to do with Hyundai Corporate. But this is the risk that many brands run across the world, particularly in smaller markets where they don't have their own operations. So let's talk a bit about Hyundai Pakistan. What is Hyundai Pakistan all about? Hyundai Pakistan is actually a joint venture between Hyundai Motor Corporation and Nishat Industries. The Nishat Industries is one of Pakistan's largest conglomerates, and like all conglomerates, they have significant ties to the military industrial complex in Pakistan. As you know, the Pakistani army pretty much controls their economy. And obviously, those instructions must have gone from the ISPR to put out these tweets. Of course, the ISPR, as we know, is not the smartest organization in the world. And this is not the first time that corporates who operate out of Pakistan have done this. But this is the first time it has pissed off Indian users. So I think it's not just Hyundai people are pissed off. They were pissed off at KFC, they're pissed off at Pizza Hut. And I found it shocking that these guys thought they could get away with it so long. It is shocking. It is quite shocking that, I don't expect Hyundai India or KFC India or Pizza Hut India to make a statement on Kashmir. And, that Kashmir is Indian or anything like that. I expect them to operate in Srinagar and Gulmarg and elsewhere in Kashmir and Ladakh. And they do. But this is ridiculous. And I think, I don't think India or Indian government wants to go down the very slippery path, which is that the cost of doing business in India is that you do not operate in Pakistan. I don't think we really want to do that. But I do believe in case global brands see their Pakistani distributors or their Pakistani agents keep on doing this, they will probably withdraw from Pakistan. And I think people like Nishat Industries in Pakistan should understand that next time round, the reaction will be that, Hyundai or whoever the other partners are saying, screw it. It's not worth it. It's not worth losing a market where we have invested $10 billion and we make 800,000 cars a year, just Hyundai alone. And if you consider, if you add up Kia, it's almost 1 million cars a year. We are investing heavily. I mean, Hyundai just invested a huge amount of money in a new corporate headquarters in Gurgaon, on the highway. I mean, that's almost 500 crores they've invested there on the land and the investment there. So Pakistani companies should understand that this is not on. And I think one thing Hyundai Pakistan or KFC or Pizza Hut Pakistan will probably suffer as a result of this is they'll probably have the rights of their social media handles taken away from them. I know dealers for car companies in India who say that every tweet, even if it's showing a celebration in our showroom or Facebook post or something like that, has to be cleared by corporate. How this is not on, and I think Pakistan is a very minor market for automotive companies. The entire Pakistani market pre-corona was just around 300,000 cars, and that compares to 3 million cars that were sold pre-corona in India. Hyundai Pakistan, I believe, assembles and sells about 8,000 cars a year in Pakistan. Even though, strangely enough, as I discovered, the Hyundai Ioniq is sold in Pakistan. It's not sold in India. I mean, it's not the hybrid electric is sold. So it's a bit frustrating that they get to see some of the nicer products across the border. But what happened on social media is a bit of an overreaction. As I said, I do not hold a candle for Hyundai. I do have a soft spot for them. I do feel that they have been a big contributor to the Indian automotive market. I think they have done a lot in giving choice for the Indian consumer. But global brands do not usually get involved in any political disputes. So if you look, when you're flying on an airline, no airline on their moving maps puts political boundaries, because what is kosher in New Delhi is not kosher in Islamabad or Beijing, and it's the same thing in what you would call it in Croatia and Serbia. I mean, there are disputed borders across the world, and it's not for global brands, particularly global brands from third countries like South Korea or Japan, to get involved in them. But I wouldn't call this a fuss over a teacup. This wasn't a fuss over a teacup. Yes, Indians should react negatively if global brands see what you would say quasi-official handles make such statements. And global brands have the right to act. Personally, I believe Hyundai Global should take a call on this rogue Pakistani dealer and withdraw his license to operate. Maybe not this time, maybe he's been given stern warning. But other global brands, whether they are brands of Yum International such as KFC, Pizza Hut, or Honda or Toyota or others, should one day decide, what, the Pakistani market is not worth it. The Indian market, the Indian economy is 10 times bigger, the Indian market is 10 times bigger, it's not worth it. And who knows, this could be the most damaging thing Indian social media users can ever do to Pakistan. Screw the choice of the Pakistani consumer, because ISPR says let's put out a tweet. Serve them right. Anyway, these are just my thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Do leave your comments. I mean, as I said, I'll still buy a Hyundai car tomorrow. I like the brand. I think Hyundai India was blindsided by this. I think Hyundai Corporate took far too long to react with a sensible tweet. Thank you so much for watching.